Former Prime Minister Owen Arthur says, unlike the past, Barbados must now contemplate a future of development without much of the assistance given in the past. Mr. Arthur says the prospects for concessional financing and preferential treatment are quickly disappearing. He made the comments while delivering the keynote address at the Small Business Association's annual awards ceremony and reception.
The odds seem in many ways to be stacked against us. To begin with, for its entire history, Barbados' development has been facilitated by a myriad of preferential and concessional relationships with the rest of the world in respect of our access to markets, or access to finance and tax arrangements. The age of preferences is coming to an end.
A visiting economist has suggested that regional governments should carefully weigh the choice between owning certain industries versus regulation. Speaking at a recent Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry business luncheon, former Deputy Governor of Trinidad's Central Bank, Dr. Terence Farrell, said sometimes the decision is based on whether or not ownership is in the public interest.
If I decide that I need to own it in the public interest, either because it's a natural monopoly or it is strategic, like the airline business, for example, or a bank, for example, then I have to make a decision is when I own it, at what point in time should I relinquish ownership? Because I don't want to own it forever. These are businesses which can transition into the private sector, and if they can transition into the private sector, then it is in the government's interest and the society's interest for the government to put those things eventually into the private sector, which is what we talk about as privatization.
Speaking on the topic, rebuilding the economy through a proactive private sector, Dr. Farrell said one of the challenges is that often when regional governments get into a business, the business tends to lose focus and goes off mission.
Even when they are making money, government likes to hold on to these things for reasons of patronage. I could put my people inside of there, right? This person wants a job, this person wants to become chairman, and so on and so forth. Patronage is what results. So governments need to be disciplined. When they do own the industry, they need to be disciplined about keeping that business on mission and then making the critical decision about when are we going to release it and privatize it and put it into the private sector. And that is what our governments are failing to do. So they're holding on to businesses which they should let go.
Here's how the stocks traded locally and regionally today.